캐스팅 이사님 어서오세요. 스키니시오스님 어서오세요. HYD7KS님 어서오세요.
한쪽이 안 돼. 뭐야 아이씨 이게 뭐냐 음란한 아우토맨 아 지금 헤드셋 한쪽밖에 안 들고 있는데 아씨 단검이 좀 이상하다. 데미지가 나오는 거 같으면서도 안 나오고. 잠깐, 이 시체가, 의식용날. 난파선? 뭘 말하는 거야? 난파선. 난파선. 아, 요거 말하는 것 같아요. 넘어갈 수 있나? 막혀있나 본데. 막혀있는 것 같아요. 해적말.
슬로클님 어서오세요.
I should watch my step around here.
아, 개 한 마리가 있어.
Where did that come from?
아이씨. 걸렸나? 아, 어씨, 오늘 첫 전투라. 오, 진짜.
I expected more from you.
내용이 씌어진 전투판. 아, 단검이 좋긴 한데 타격감이 너무 없다. 21.
킹파이2017님 어서오세요.
칼로 바꿀게요. 아니, 창이잖아. 이걸 바꿀게요. 단검이 공속이 빠르긴 한데 타격감이 너무 없어.
That must be the shipwreck she was talking about. This is all the wine left. The looters stripped the shipwreck clean.
야생 버섯은 섬 남부의 통관 창고. 섬 남부 통관 창고, 이런 데 아닐까요? 중간에 암브로시아 좀 잡아주고. 나 저거 곰 있다. 아씨, 멧돼지. 아씨. 멧돼지 패턴이 진짜 어려워.
실스이드 NSA님 어서오세요.
저기 있다.
That's the warehouse. The wild mushrooms will be in there somewhere.
일단 뒤에서 아니야. 바로 자명 공격. 아, 이거 단검 아니야? 칼로 봐. 오케이 오케이 오케이. 무거운 활.
The customs warehouse. Better get looking for those mushrooms.
I know. That's why I'm bringing it up. What if she, I don't know, has plans for these mushrooms? I heard they can be made into weapons or a poison. I can't remember.
어? 이 건물이 아닌가? 요건가?
We better count ourselves lucky to have someone like you.
아씨, 몇 명 있는 거야? 4명. 저기 있다.
Wine and wild mushrooms. That's all of it. I should go to the girl and the witch at the temple.
잠깐, 여기 지휘관 한 명? 보급품 하나? 여기를 좀 하고 갈게요.
Do we have a problem?
아, 데미지가 약간 모자라. 세 명.
Ready.
한 명 더. 전호. 아씨. 보급품 하나, 보물 하나. 어우, 잘 찾는다, 이제. 왠지 있을 만한 곳에 있어요. 보급품도 아마. 아, 보급품은 진짜 감이 안 잡힌다. 보급품. 없을 거고. 여기 있구나.
Your death will.
아씨. 아, 오 쉣. 페르시아 전사의 투구.
아보카도 바다도 님 어서오세요.
169.
Επί των ημερών ημών ο οίκος
Here's everything you asked for.
Thank you, Mystios. Now, I just need a more personal artifact. The last ingredient.
I'm not fetching anything else for you.
No, no. What I need, the girl can provide.
I'll give you whatever you need to be with Etios.
We'll just need a little snip of your beautiful locks. Your part in this is done, Mystios. Come to the selection ceremony at Aetios' house to witness the fruits of your labor. It's the one overlooking the sea.
You've got to come. Once Etios picks me, I'll make sure to pay you your due.
I hope he has deep pockets. His love didn't come cheap.
Come. There's much left to do. See you at the ceremony, Mystios.
의식이 시작될 때까지 기다리기. 마이크 웅거리는 거지. 일단 의식이 시작될 때까지 기다려 보겠습니다. M을 길게 눌러서. 아티오스의 집.
What?
Misthios! Kill the snake! She did this to me! She made me bald!
I'm sorry, my love. Give me a moment. Some peasants need my attention.
You said a little bit of her hair. Explain this.
Explain? It's clear, beautiful, gullible, idiot girl falls prey to her competition.
She set me up! Ethios picked her instead! He didn't even take a second look at me.
Why would you do such a thing?
Aetios can be no one's but mine. I'm the one who truly loves him. I grew up with him. I've always been the one looking out for him. You think I'd let some starry-eyed fledgling after his wealth steal the love of my life from me? Aetios doesn't know what's good for him. He's been eyeing this one for a while now. He liked the way she looked, so I tanked that.
What happened to the potion?
Why, she drank it. And look, it worked wonderfully.
She added a lock of my hair to the potion, and then made me drink it. I didn't feel anything strange at the time, but when I did, all my hair, it just began to fall off.
What trickery is this? You used her hair in a spell?
A spell? Are you idiots? If only something so convenient existed. It's simple alchemy. With a little knowledge of poisonous local flora, anything is possible. And wild mushrooms are known to cause violent reactions. But honestly, I've never seen anyone go bald. Just a horrible rash at best. This went better than I expected.
I was promised Rakmi. Just give it to me. I didn't sign up for any of this drama.
Technically, the girl asked you for the items, not me.
She's making fools of us both! Kill her, Misthios!
You're crazy. You'll pay for this.
She played the game and she lost. There's nothing to pay for. You believe she's innocent in all this? She tried to get ahead with magic, so spare me the hypocrisy. Just leave and take your bald friend with you.
Please, Misthios, do something!
일단 신고.
Guards! There's a witch in our midst.
What are you doing?
The Misthios speaks the truth! Look what she did to me! She poisoned me and made me hideous! Someone, please help!
Ah, you watch your back, Misthios. I'll have your head.
Come back here!
어머. 마녀의 집단.
Known her all my life. She's a witch. That explains a lot.
아, 이 새끼 왜 나한테 그래? 추종자들이야? 난 먹을 거는 먹었죠? 나갑시다. 이렇게 마이크도 아니고 이거 뭐지 이거? 이렇게 울리는 거지 뭔가? 뭐 이렇게 웅거리는지 모르겠네. 아, 저 용병 한 마리 있다. 잡고 가긴 잡고 가야 되는데. 일단 아까 뭐 지팡이 받았죠? 이건가? 구타형 공무. 마녀의 지팡이.
와자다다다다님 어서오세요.
뭘 강화하지? 독 게이지 증가율이 25%. 불화살? 일단 암살 쪽. 아테나이시아로 이거 해야겠다. 이거 위쳐 센스 이게 반격이 너무 적더라고요. 오케이 하고 저놈 잡고 겁없는 요리사. 아이씨 걸렸다. 거기서 딱 뒤도네. 오마이갓. 필살기 씹어? 궁을 씹어버리네요. 가까이 와봐. 궁. 이거 그래도 딸피가 남아? 잠깐 내려와. 팔로 처치. 뼈 곰보. 난 여기서 퀘스트 할 건 다 있는 것 같기도 하고. 그럼 이제 넘어가 볼까? 음, 23레벨짜리 살 수 있는 게 없구나. 분해. 비늘 몸통 방울. 치마 23. 아가면 부츠. 황금말을 살 수도 있다. 일단 얘 잡았죠. 일단 그러면은 아테네로 다시 넘어갑시다. 여기선 대충 할 거 다 있고 남아있다. 그래서 추방 페리클레스의 연락책과 대화. 잠깐 화장실 좀 갔다 오겠습니다. 페리클레스의 연락처과 대화하기. 스파르탄의 조폐국.
You must be the one Pericles sent.
I am. He said there is an ostracism vote, but didn't tell me what I'm here to do.
Of course he didn't. That's what I'm for.
What does someone have to do to be ostracized?
Anyone seen as a threat to the city or the people is enough. And then it is up to the vote. Some have been ostracized for simply being more disliked than the person they're up against.
If someone is exiled, can they return?
If they do, they'll be punished.
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the ostraka in this bag and exchange them with the ones currently under guard.
You want me to rig the ostracism?
Pericles does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag you took from the room and I'll take care of the rest.
No one will see me go in or out. Stay here.
아고라의 로지스모스 건물로 이동하기. 아, 흑요석이 좀 모여 있으면은
We have the finest
아씨,
quality
19개밖에 없네.
merchandise. Thanks for stopping by.
가기는 할 수 있을 것 같아요. 독살자이라는 거. 화염 피해, 치명타 피해. 치명타? 활. 헤드샷 피해. 독 피해. 피해가 절반으로 치명타 피해. 총 방어도 12%. 창 피해 9%. 암살자 피해.
Good to see you.
I need to stay hidden.
숨어 들어가야 돼. 진짜 투편과 가짜 투편을 바꾸기.
Is someone trying to get my attention?
여기야 여기. 아, 저기 한쪽 또 온다.
Well, I should see what that was.
아, 저기 두 놈. 좀만 더 가까이. 좀만 더. 좀만 더. 됐고 이제 올라가면은 불이 제대로 안 붙었나? 이제 저쪽으로 어떻게 가냐? 덩치 한 마리 있고.
Nobody will recognize your body when I'm done. Now's our chance. Go!
튀는 거 봐라. 어? 아이씨. 뭐야 갑자기.
I'll rip your heart out.
Got hands on your side.
아씨.
That should do it. I should let Pericles' contact know.
페리클레스의 연락책에게 돌아가기.
goods from all over the Greek world. You wouldn't think the city was besieged by an army of Spartans. It's done.
You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like the official has arrived.
I apologize for the delay. There was evidence someone attempted to tamper with the votes. Don't worry. The Ostraka are all accounted for. The votes were counted, and Anaxagoras is to be ostracized.
Be slow to fall into friendship, but once you do, continue firm.
오, 소크라테스.
It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here today to defend him.
Would Pericles normally defend someone?
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the result. This day has brought more questions than answers.
You said you were close.
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came to fruition through our conversations.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said, then, who do you claim to be?
전
I know the price of actions. I have to as a mercenary.
That simple piece of information tells me more about you than your name ever could. Explaining oneself must be carefully done.
Explaining myself would take more time than I have.
Then let us focus on a single recent event. Tell me, as a mercenary, is there anything you wouldn't do?
Just because I'm a mercenary doesn't mean I'll do anything.
Even if the pay was more than adequate for the task?
Even then,
What if you were offered something you desperately needed, something you couldn't get anywhere else? Would you move this line you've made for yourself?
제가 정한 기준 필요가 없습니다.
my line has moved countless times since I was a child. But it still exists.
And will likely move again if what you say is true.
It may.
You are clearly someone who would
나
do
1번
whatever you
선택했는데.
feel is necessary. Perhaps for drachmi, or maybe to further a personal goal.
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever known?
I did what I was asked to do.
And your needs are greater than those of the man you helped ostracize. Still, you raise a fine point. Who is more responsible? Anaxagoras for getting himself mixed up in this? Or you, for simply sealing his fate?
I'm not responsible for his actions. I have one thing to think about. My own.
Then I hope you also think about today. About Anaxagoras, about choice.
Socrates, there you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Tell them I'm on my way. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know. I have no doubt that's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
Τι συνέβη μόλις?
페리클레스의 연애. 아, 이제 연애를 갈 수가 있죠. 현상금산이 또 되게 많이 붙었네. 퀘스트 페리클레스의 연을 시민들을 위한 페리클레스의 연. 가까우니까 요것도 할까요? 지휘관 하나.
슬로풀님 어서오세요.
아, 용병이 지금 현상금이 얼마냐? 현상금 1,500. 오케이, 갑시다. 지휘관 하나, 보물 하나.
Let's hope no one notices me here.
미안해. 들어갈 수 있는 입구가 있을 것 같은데. 입구가 안 보여. 보물. 황소의 두구. (216)
Let's ride.
비켜봐.
Alexios,
얘
it's you.
포위배잖아.
Phoebe,
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
얘가 왜 여기
also
있지?
said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
여기 어떻게 왔냐?
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens.
Not exactly.
Phoebe.
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. We don't want to scare people in there.
Well... How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
웅웅거리는 소리 계속.
I feel uncomfortable in these.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
짜증나네.
You just got here. You can't leave already.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies. You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachus. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
뭐야 저 기저귀차 새끼. 뭐야?
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Misthios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your sister said.
잠깐 제접을 해야 될 것 같은데요. 저거 웃음소리가 왜 나는지 모르겠네. 마이크에서 나는 소리가. 지금은 또 안 나고.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
어머니에 대한 정보 수집하기. 지금 여기서 뭐 하고 있냐?
You just got here. You can't leave already.
문지기 하고 있었네. 뭐지 이 소리?
Someone's being hurt. Open this door, or I'll kick it in.
그 소리가 아닌 거.
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at
you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be
일렉트리컬
hard
롱보드님
to
어서 오세요.
distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
아씨, 올리브 오일은 가져다 줄 수는 있어.
After your display earlier, it's probably safer I get the oil.
Obedient, too. I knew I liked you. Don't take too long.
아유, 재수님.
Don't get the oil soon. All our fun will end.
오이 기름을 가져오십시오.
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
You've grown up in Pericles' home, and yet you're so different.
No one is like Pericles. And he's only slightly more serious than usual, too. Athens is under siege, and he worries for her future. Which is why tonight is a fine time to celebrate what may be our last taste of freedom.
When you walked in, you seemed like you and Socrates were...
How I wish you were right. One day we will have that man in here with us. I promise you that.
I might be back.
If you come back with a jar of oil, I promise to show you how grateful I am.
오일이든 항아리. 어디 있을까? 오일이든 항아리. 아이, 야, 안 되네. 벽타기 안 돼. 어디 가서 찾아야 되나? 소리 이거 어떻게 잡지?
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Pieterra? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts. Ali! Come back inside! Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
아 짜증난다.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
기름과 사랑 완료. 마셔라. 소포클레스에게서 종로.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find a Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk that.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
So, we get him drunk, and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive, foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with a banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I've come to get your finest dry wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
아, 소리가 궁금하네.
A new face in Pericles is above. Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleo. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
Did you just call me it? Watch your mouth, Athenian.
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young and beautiful thing here. So, what do they call you?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios. But never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
Pericles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
아유, 왜 웃는 거래?
Dionysos.
This is delicious.
This is nectar of the gods. Another round.
How about some more?
Where did you find this delicious wine? It must be Pericles' finest.
You know what they say, good wine makes good friends.
Ready for another?
This is the best symposium I've been to in a while.
You know what? I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
소포클레스에게 돌아가기.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
아, 이 소리를 좀 잡아야겠는데 왜 자꾸 웅웅거리지? 알았어. 조용한 데 가가지고 소리가 웅웅거리는 것 같은데. 아, 이 소리를 좀 잡아야겠는데 왜 자꾸 웅웅거리지? 알았어. 조용한 데 가가지고 소리가 웅웅거리는 것 같아. 그거는 잠깐 제접을 해봐야 될 것 같아요.
리즈516님 어서오세요.
재부팅 좀 하고 오겠습니다.